Hey, welcome back, Gary Forging On. I'm Gary, and if you're ever on Twitch, that's why it has on my YouTube channel. I have Blacksmith_pop. I now do some occasional Twitch streaming. When I'm in my shop, I'll do some live Twitch streaming. So if you're ever on Twitch and happen to catch me there, that's I do that on occasions too. So. Trying out my new camera I got, but this is my, I guess it's 6.5 week. It's a little over 6.5 week update. So it's kind of like a 6 to 7 week update. A few more days, it'll be 7 weeks. Anyway, on my knee replacement. On my second knee, I had the first one done in March, second one done in September, and so it's last Monday was 6 weeks. So as of this past week, last Monday, I went back to the orthopedic doctor, and he liked the way it was going. He liked how it's healing and how it's doing and everything. Told me I can, be released from physical therapy, just whatever I wanted. And the physical therapy was kind of thinking I was getting down to the wire too. And so I had physical therapy on Tuesdays and Thursday this past week. And so I told him on Tuesday what the doctor said. And I was doing so good, and I was getting back. You have to get to 120, pulling your knee back. And I got to 120 and a half. I'm taking that half too, because it hurts getting there. I was getting to 120. I still can't get to 0. I was getting 3 and 4 degrees straight out. I'm getting to 0. But they decided they were going to do a reevaluation on Thursday, but they just tried to just go ahead and just graduate me on Thursday and do my dismissal one, whatever they call it, therapy session. So that's what they did. They did my last therapy session, and that's it. But of course, doctor said, and they said, and I'm saying, and I'm telling you, if you're doing this, keep doing your exercises at home. I'm about to go do my exercises after I make this little video. I'm down in the basement. But like I said, I'm still doing my exercises. There's a lot of working that knee, straightening it out, pushing down, bending it back. I go on my recumbent bike, get that going. You've probably seen that in a previous video if you're watching this in a series. My progression so far has been I was on the walker. I was on the walker for the first of my knee. I was only on the walker for 2.5 weeks. And this one I was on it for 3 to 4, something like that. Then I got on a cane for a while, but I didn't really, once I got to the cane, I just used it on unstable ground for a while, but now I don't use it at all. And then the biggest problem I'm still having after even 6.5 weeks is sleeping. Even though I got off the pain meds will mess up your sleep. I'm telling you, they help because of the pain, but they also mess up your sleep. And so, got off the pain meds, and I started sleeping better. I was getting like 4, 5, 6 hours in one chunk, and then I might get a little bit more. And then it lasts for me a few days. It's like I'm going 2, 3 hours, and I'm up most of the night. And then I might get a couple more hours in the early morning, and I just fall asleep here and there. So it's just trying to get comfortable. Everything is just in between, because you still, if you lay on, I'm more of a sleeping on my side or stomach, and so you're pressing on that knee. It feels weird. I mean, there's a little pain at times, just from the discomfort. I won't even call it pain, more discomfort. And then there's also the weird tingling numbness stuff that's all mixed in with where the surgery site is. My other knee has the same thing. It's not as bad, but it still has numbness on the side. I hear it is 6 months later and still feels weird. Hopefully that'll straighten up over time, or I just get used to it. The other thing nobody tells you about when you get your knee replaced is your joints are going to make this mechanical clicking and popping in just about every step you take. And that's just weird, and it takes a while to get used to. But other people I talked to said, yeah, you just get used to it, and then you don't notice it anymore. And so I'm just waiting for that time to come, because I still notice it a lot. Especially after I do my exercises, my knee will just be like every step. I mean, it's just click, 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 click. And it feels like everybody in the room should be hearing it, but it's probably just radiating up into my head through my bones or something. So that's just something that you don't get used to for a while. But I can walk straight. I can do this. I can lift my legs up. Some of the things I was having a hard time getting my socks on because my knees didn't work good, and when my knee and hip was messed up on my right leg, I couldn't even reach my foot, put my sock on. I'd have to lunge forward. I'd get about this close to my toes, and that's as close as I can get. Now I can go all the way down and put my sock on. But that was a lot of that was my hip, and a little bit of my knee. So, and now with both my knees, I can reach down my feet, fairly easy. Still got a lot of strengthening to do and a lot of mobility to do. But right now I'm just sitting around a lot. So, still not working yet. I still got some time off work, but I wouldn't be much count work with the amount of sleep I get, and as tired as I am. It'd just be a mess anyway. So hopefully I can start getting some sleep soon. I mean, pretty much all I take is ibuprofen and Tylenol, and I'll take that usually just at night. I mean, I'm pretty good during the day. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just acting weird. Anyway, I don't know. It's something making me not sleep, and I can't figure out what it is. So I'll hopefully get over that process soon. I know it took me a while with my right knee. I just don't remember how long. So if you're going through this, just try to get you some rest when you can, and don't get too discouraged if you're waking up in the middle of the night like I do and you have to start walking through the house pacing. And I have an ice pump in my room because I have 3 of them. I have one they gave me they didn't give me any of them. I paid for them, I guess, my surgical bill. But I have one for my shoulder and then one for each of my knees. So I got 2 that got knee pads hooked to them, and one's got a shoulder pad hooked to it. Of course, you can unhook them and hook different ends on them. So I just keep one out by my lazy boy chair and another one in the bedroom on a chair. They're not strong enough pumps. You cannot be in bed, at least I couldn't. My bed's not even a tall bed. It's just like an average normal bed from the old days. And I first set it in the floor. I thought it only had to come up, whatever, not even 2 feet probably, and it wouldn't pump it up. So I put a chair in there and a towel under it, and set my pump on top of that. As long as you keep them kind of even. So I'll put it on at night for a while, but I'm toss and turn, and I lay on my stomach more, and I get kind of tangled up in that hose from the pump that I'll just get my knee cooled off, and I'll just unhook it, unplug it, and I'll just roll over. Usually I can go to sleep, but then I wake up later and I can't sleep. So I might hook it back up again. But that's about it. Like I said, it's going well. I'm moving around more, but I still, if I stand a while or I sit a while in an upright chair like I'm doing now, eventually I've got to go prop it up, put some ice on it. So anyway, if you're just going through this, have any questions from my experience, like I said, yours may be completely different from mine. Everybody's different. Everybody heals differently. Everybody recovers different. I mean, just everything. So, just take this as what happened to me. It's not any kind of, set in stone thing. This is just what I'm going through. But if you have any questions, I try to answer all the questions in the comments. But I appreciate everybody that watches, and hope you subscribe and follow, like, and hit the notification bell and all that. And hopefully I'll be back in my shop doing some blacksmithing and welding and maybe some woodworking and leatherworking. I just do stuff in my shop. So a lot of blacksmithing, but I try to do a little bit of everything just because that's the way I am. I like doing a lot of different things. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.